Hello my people, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching us how to make this simple palazzo trouser with elastic band. So what we need to fold our fabric to cut out this palazzo trousers is our hip measurement divided by 4 plus the measurement that we'll be needing for the flap. So I've done that and I've folded my fabric. So I'll go ahead and measure the full length of these trousers. For this full length of these trousers, I'll be using 40 inches, both my allowance for elastic and for folding the down part is here. So I'll go ahead and mark it this way, and then I'll be connecting the line. So this forms the waistline of these trousers that I'm making. So I'll connect the line this way, the full length that I need for this palazzo trousers this way. So from this line down is all that I need for this palazzo trousers. So on this part, on this waistline, I'll be marking my hip measurement divided by 4. My hip measurement divided by 4 here is 10.5, and then I'll be adding ½ inch for seam allowance on that part. So I'll be marking 11 inches this way. So I will mark out my 11 inches this way. So I'm not leaving any allowance by the side for joining. So I'll go ahead and mark my 1.5 inches that I'll be using for my elastic on that end, and then I'll bring down my tape and then I'll measure my flap line. So for the flap line, is not standard is hip measurement divided by 4, but I'll be adding 1.5 inches to this because this trouser cutting, I'm cutting both the front and the back the same way. So the 1.5 is to make up for the back measurement. So having done that, I will go ahead and mark my hip measurement too on this part, which is 10.5, 10 and 11 that I marked there. Then I'm going to be connecting these two lines together this way. So this line that I'm marking here now forms my flap line. So I mark it out, my flap line this way. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is on this line, I'm going to be marking the extension that I need for the flap. So what I use for this extension is 3 inches, which will cover for both my back and my front, and my trousers will be able to relax very well for this particular size. So I mark out my 3 inches that way, and I'm cross-checking my measurement to be sure what I have is what I want to have there. So having done that, I'm going to be connecting from that point to the full length of this trousers. But before I do that, I'm going to be taking my armhole curve and I'm going to be connecting down my flap line this way. Remember, our flap line should not be straight, so I'm using my armhole curve to connect my flap line that way. So I should have a shape like this on this part. So having done this, the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be marking out how wide I want the hem part of these trousers to be. So I'm going to be marking it out. For this particular palazzo, I use 10 inches on this full length of to form the roundness that I need on the down part of these trousers. So I'm going to be taking my hip curve ruler now. So I'm going to be connecting it from this flap line down to the full length of these trousers this way. So once I'm done doing this, I'm going to be cross-checking all my measurements, and then I will cut out my trousers. So I'm going to be placing this on another fabric, and I'm going to be cutting out 2 pieces. Exactly what I have here, that's what I'm going to be cutting on the second piece, because this is a palazzo trouser that will not have any joining by the side. So exactly what I have here is what I'm going to be cutting on my second piece So I'm done drawing all my measurements, so I'm cross-checking to be sure that what I have on my fabric is exactly what I should have. So I'm now going to go this way, follow all my shapes, and then I'm going to be cutting it out, and then I'm going to be cutting out the second one too, because I need 2 pieces of this for this particular palazzo trousers that I'm making. So you see that I'm following all the shapes that I marked out to cut out these trousers, following it very well to cut out my trousers. So please, my lovelies, if this is your first time of joining us, you're very welcome. And if you are here to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button so you get notified each time I upload a new video, so you won't miss out on any of our lovely videos that are coming on this channel. So please don't forget to like, comment and share this video with your friends. Thank you. So once I'm done cutting out this way, I'll cut out my second piece, and then I'm going to be taking it to the sewing machine to join our pieces together. So guys, I'm done joining the flap of my trousers this way. I've joined both flap this way, and then I've already closed it on the side, on the down part this way. So there's one thing I always do on my trousers, especially when I'm cutting a palazzo pant this way that doesn't have any joining by the side. I always join my 2 flaps together, then notch it by the side this way. Just watch closely. You understand what I'm doing. Remember when we cut our trousers that has joining by the side, we always cut our front and our back piece differently, and the back piece is usually higher than the front piece. What I mean is that the front piece is usually lower than the back piece. So I'll be marking that notched area that I notched, which is serving as the side of these trousers. Then I'm going to be pinning my trousers down this way, and then I'm going to be coming down on this waistline by 1 inch, so that this automatically forms the front part of these trousers, and this helps the front part of these trousers to relax very well on my customer. So I'm going to be connecting this 1 inch down to the notching that I marked on the side of this waist with my ruler. And once I'm done doing this, I'm going to be cutting it out. I so much love the final look of my palazzo trousers. Each time I give it this shape, it always comes out very fine and very relaxed on my customers. So you too can try this my method out, and let me see what you think on the comment section. So I'll go ahead now and cut it out. Just watch closely. It's very simple. You will understand what I just did here. So I'll just cut it out. Watch closely. You see that my cutting did not pass the middle, the notching that I made in that area. So I'll open it up now so you understand very well. So if you look at these trousers, you see that this part is higher than this. So that part that is higher automatically becomes my back, and the lower part becomes my front. So the next thing now is to go ahead and create my casing for my elastic, and then I'll go ahead and insert my elastic on this casing that I've created already. So each time I insert elastic, I always hold it down like this on my sewing machine, so that this prevents my elastic from shifting. So once I hold it there, I'm sure that it's secured, and I like the feel that it gives me the waist of my trousers at the end of the day. So lovelies, this is how beautiful our palazzo trouser is looking. Can't you see it's looking so beautiful? And that front part is looking so relaxed. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and share this video with your friend. See you once again in my next video. Bye bye.